Alright, and we are back for some more Witcher. Alright, so when I last left off, I said I was going to gamble, sort of offline. I did a little bit of that, and I think I went from 200 gold to 900, but it's just so boring, and I was just like, alright, is this even worth it? So I looked it up, and like this armor, like the armor you start with is, crap. And then there's the 5k armor I want to buy, right? Which is pretty darn good. Actually, I'm not going to go look at it right now. But I was like, okay, well, is it really that necessary? And number one, I'm not having too many problems with combat anymore now that I'm leveled some. And number two, people are saying that once you get further in the game, money is basically worthless. Like, once you have that 5k armor, you pretty much don't need money for anything besides books and maybe alcohol for potions, which is what I'm doing anyway. So I'm not going to worry about it. So let's figure out what we want to do. Let's go outside and leave this guy's depressing house. Actually, this is one thing I was noticing. So look at the inside of his house, right? He's got these vaulted ceilings with, granted, like it's degraded, but like this looks like it used to be a wealthy merchant's house, and now he's in it. But look at the really high ceilings and how big this house looks. And if you go outside and look at the front of it, it looks like shit and it looks tiny. I don't think the outside matches the inside. It's kind of like the same thing that happened on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Oh wait, okay, no, it is really tall. Never mind. I mean, it's actually taller than it is on the inside, but it's just like, here's another door with a dude standing inside it for some reason.
Bargain disease. I've been trapped in.
So I don't know. It doesn't seem like it totally matches up, but I guess it is really tall. Okay, so let's figure out what I want to do. Oh, also I wanted to apologize for like my low energy when streaming this or when later uploading it to YouTube.
Why, hello.
But I just I haven't really been enjoying it very much. Granted, I did replay the beginning of the game, which that's still unknown, even though I bought all the books. I did replay the beginning of the game, so I have already experienced the beginning of the game, but it's just like, I don't think it's because it's old and the combat isn't as good as it could be. I think it's mainly the story and the setting. You start in this crappy small town on the outskirts of town. It's like, okay, it starts off awesome. You are, you're in Kaer Morhen, you're in this old dilapidated castle, and the Witchers are training there. They just they set up shop there because nobody inhabits the castle and it's in the middle of nowhere. And then you get attacked, and there's a Frightener, and there's two mages, and there's a professional hitman, and there's a bunch of bandits, and it starts off awesome. It's just like, yeah, this is great. And then it's like, alright, we're going on this epic fucking adventure. Let's do this shit. And then, you like, okay, we'll go into all corners of the world. It's going to be amazing. We're going to fight monsters. We're going to have exotic settings. No exotic settings. You go to this shitty little town, and you're like, yeah, I heard Salamandra's here. Tell me what you know. And they're like, we can't tell you until you help us with our problems. And it turns out it's a tiny, boring village full of a bunch of bastards, and you spend a ton of time talking to people and very little time fighting monsters. The monsters you do fight are just repeats. You walk along and more Barghest keep spawning and they keep spawning. You walk down by the water and drowners spawn and drowners spawn. Like, the crypt is probably the most interesting thing in the first area because at least it's different. And then the first fight is bullshit. That's besides the point. Just the setting for the first area is boring. And the setting for Vizima, in my opinion, is also boring. You go from this crappy town that's boring to now you're in a city, which, like, yes, they have sewers. Like, you do a little teeny bit of sewers. I did the crypt. That was interesting. But that was a very small part compared to everything else I've done in town. And the rest has been kind of boring. And all it's been about is trying to find Salamandra still. And the only thing related to Salamandra that I've really done is go to the warehouse, kill a few dudes, which I could have done in one mission. I'm checking on the silver sword, I guess. I don't know. It's not very compelling so far. I hope it's gonna pick up more. I have heard that all of the games are very different from each other because it's been sort of an iterative process for them. But yeah. So, one thing I want to check on is the Gravedigger and Vizima's Cemetery. So let me go do that real quick before I go look at my stuff, because I don't know if a quest is going to lead there, or if I actually have to... Oh, how am I on my inventory? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't know if a quest is going to lead to the graveyard, or if it's just an optional area and I can go do it. Because if it's just an optional area, I will just go do it now. Another thing I did while I was offline is I very slowly traded a whole bunch of fruit that I had for roses, and these are worth like 6 each, but they're also gifts. So now I can sleep with tons of prostitutes. Ha ha ha. No. Anyway, so that's another thing I did. Let's talk to this dude again.
What do you need?
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it when you agree to pay me.
Think putting it
Won't hurt to check.
What do you need?
Wait, what'd he say?
Why is
Because fear not.
I'll deal.
Think putting a dead body to rest is easy? Do what you will. Perhaps the watch captain will reward you.
Won't hurt to check.
What do
The
you need?
watch captain. I don't know if I need
Farewell.
to gift him to like get in. I guess I can check with the watch captain. Let's just try to go in. It's locked. Okay. Brr, 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 brr. Okay, let's go talk to the watch captain. Oh, and then there's something else. I don't remember what quest it was, but the watch captain over here that we're going to, I had that dialogue option which said, I have irrefutable proof that you're innocent, that you're not involved with Salamandra. And he's like, oh good, have this ring. I didn't actually have irrefutable proof. Apparently you learn about the proof in one of the quests I have yet to do. So that was a little odd. Alright, let's see if we can talk about the
What is
stuff.
it, Witcher?
Do you handle monsters too?
I'd rather not waste my...
What pays best?
Right now, my budget includes reward money for the cockatrice in the sewers, and for some bloodthirsty plant that kills people in the swamp.
What's up, kitty? Okay, so I'm thinking that I'll probably have to go back to the graveyard. Alright, let's look at our quests and see what we're doing. Game of Days, Baron Secret, go to the swamp. I beat Taylor. Thaler? Taylor? Fist fight, Memory of Blade, talk to Shawnee. Okay, Shawnee. He's about to get to the swamp. I guess I should go talk to Shawnee and then do the main quest. This quest can only be completed if the bestiary contains an entry about the drowned dead. But it does. Right? Drowned dead. I need to collect 10 drowned dead tongues for Siegfried. Do I not have drowned dead tongues? Sort that shit. Drowned dead tongues. Where are you? Wait, what? Celandine? Oh, I have tons of it. Drowned dead tongues. I might have to dump some of these Celandine in the bank because I'm starting to run out of inventory space. Drowned of brain tissue. I have a bunch of those now. Quicksilver solution. Interesting. Oh, okay. I don't have any drowned dead stuff. Algul. Collect the marrow of 3 Alguls for Kalkstein. Econops, Wolf. I don't know. I guess it'll just tell me when I have these done. Those will just be completed automatically. Bavard offered to help deal with Salamandra. I await his next move. Which secrets? Yeah, okay. So I only have 2 things left in this town that I can do. Thank fucking God, because I'm so tired of this town, like I was saying. So yeah, let's go. Let's talk to Shawnee, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully she's at her house. Like, she seems to never be there whenever I'm there. Just that crazy old lady's there.
Oh, back.
Oh, that one dude's not here. Interesting. Door. Locked. I also don't think I've checked like every door I can go in, but whatever. Alright, anyway, let's go see if Shawnee's home. We're gonna quick save here because of the crazy old lady, and we have to reload. Like, it's hilarious, but you can't get in a bunch of times. Oh, we don't have to reload.
What's it?
Oh, good, it's
I'm
the good
here
one.
to see.
They send you.
Yes,
You can go up.
Alright.
Goodness.
And I read her book, right? Whatever. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh my god, Shawnee's fucking here. Thank god. Take your fire. Alright. Let's talk to Shawnee. So, in order to sleep with Shawnee, at some point, you need a red rose.
How did you find me?
You said you'd stay in Vizima.
Ah, right. I work in a hospital.
I didn't want to disturb you.
How'd you get past the old hag?
That nice lady downstairs?
She's made my life hell.
Girls your age should be married. Old people are like that. Well,
Girls your age should be married.
That's what she thinks.
Is your rent low at least?
At least my rent is low. Doctors earn little in Temeria. Many leave.
You stayed.
Someone had to.
Anyway,
Yes?
ooh.
Shawnee,
I wanted to talk.
what is it?
Sometimes I dream about the Battle of Brenna. The massacre.
I'm sorry.
But that's it. I'm not sorry. I wake up refreshed and it's like I'm used to suffering.
Was
that
Brenna the
make
Witcher
sense?
one?
It does.
Thanks. Sometimes it's good to share.
Don't mention it.
Plus affinity. I should visit Shawnee in the hospital. Maybe she could use a hand.
Yes?
Shawnee, I wanted to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you saw Cohen shortly before he died.
That's right. How did you know?
I found his sword.
He died during the battle at Brenna, on my operating table.
You were a medic at Brenna?
I worked alongside a surgeon named Rusty. Best doctor I ever knew.
New?